the beauty in the letdown. Going through my text now, trying to find the things I never said to prove a point. I'ma roll my feelings in a joint. Pieces of the story that got left out, I checked out. Wish it was a, wish it was a, wish it was a phase. Nothing you could do and there's nothing you could say. Running from the pain. I gotta get away. I wanna live life fast, I don't know how to slow down. Wanna get high, I don't know how to calm down. Help me now, I'm running on empty. And I don't wanna be a memory. Live life fast, I don't know how to slow down. Wanna get high, I don't know how to calm down. Help me now, I'm running on empty. And I don't wanna be a memory. I'm the only one that's coming on. And I don't wanna be a memory. Bottles on the shelf, I'm about to run. And I don't wanna be a memory. I'm by myself and I don't wanna be a memory. This can't be healthy, so I'm looking for a way. And I don't wanna be a memory.
I get a man, but I want you. I get a man, but I want you. And it's just nerves, it's just making me think about someone new. You know there's so much to say. I try to hide it in my face and it don't work. You see through that I just wanna get with you. And you're right, I got my guy, but I can't help it. I want you. Say you right, I got my guy, but I can't help it. I want you. I can't stop and look the other way, 'cause I know it could be, babe. And you never
Check. I don't know why I said check, because I definitely did not need to check this.
Oh, so this is just an ego button. It's just kind of more me.
You're
Love
mic
it.
6?
Sure. 5.
Wait, what's happening? 165. Okay, this is Jeff. Sorry,
Jeff.
Bella, 1 second. Sorry. Hold on.
It's coming.
Okay, can you hear yourself now?
Check. Yes, I
Yeah,
can, little
let's go,
audio
baby.
engineer.
Look at that.
We're gonna go live on the radio in a minute and 44. 144. Those are my numbers that I always see.
144. Is
I
that
always
because
see
you like to do
11:17.
1117? This is a really audio engineer nerdy thing, but is it because of like sample rate 44.1?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's like the CD
Yeah.
standard 16-bit 44.1 kilohertz.
Nah, I didn't even think
We're
about
gonna
that.
get real nerdy.
I just see like repeating 4s and repeating 1s.
Oh, that's cool.
Angel number.
And what's yours?
11:17.
1117. And you all like see numbers all the time?
Yeah, I see
Man.
that everywhere. In my like office, I worked at like a veteran nonprofit in the daytime, and
Don't tell me it's 1117.
1117
Course it is.
right next door, where like the veteran housing is.
Of course it is.
Yeah, and I always
That's
see it.
crazy. That's crazy, dude.
Pretty cray.
Alex, email me your address before you forget. Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
I got this energy protecting oil. I'm gonna show you after.
This is
Okay.
getting
I've
real
been, like,
woo-woo.
Putting
This is
it.
We
getting
are
going
pretty
so bad.
woo-woo.
I used to tour with this band called the Sisterhood Band, and they like educated me on crystals and all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
It
we
kinda-
got you on the
I didn't
crystals.
really keep up with all of it,
Yeah,
but
we're
it was
crystal
there.
people.
I got all my crystals
Yeah.
on.
They were giving us the full download on the bus one time.
Oh, I bet. Well, we're gonna go live in 20 on the radio.
Look out.
Are we live on stream right now?
We're live on Twitch.
Or Twitch, live on stream.
At YoCo Nashville.
How do y'all like twitching?
It's been fun.
Yeah?
It's been a good time. I will say.
Make you do your hair
Oh.
before you show up, you know what I'm saying?
You're listening to 96.7 FM, YoCo Nashville. This is New Music Wednesday with Chelsea and Bella.
Hello, guys.
I thought you were going to do your Batman voice.
I'm Bella.
And we have a special guest with us here today, Jonathan Wyndham.
How y'all doing?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. We're so excited to play your music and talk about it. And everybody stick around because he's going to do a live performance for us.
Yes,
We
it's
are
gonna be so fun.
live on Twitch at YoCo Nashville if you want to see our lovely faces.
Yeah, our lovely faces that we put makeup on
Mhm.
for.
Just for
so, like,
Twitch.
Actually,
come
I
see
put my
us.
makeup on for the steakhouse that I work at in the mornings.
Okay, Yeah,
It's okay. We can pretend it's
we
for
can
you,
pretend.
Anyways, Jonathan, what's up?
How are
How's
you
it
doing?
going?
It's good, dude. It's good that live shows are back.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
I've made my living playing live
Yeah.
for years, so last year was funny. We did like
I bet.
I played like 12 shows, and then March hit, and then it was done. And then
Dang. That's
we
it
did
was
like
such a tragedy.
2 live streams, I think, and that was it.
Yeah.
But it's just different. Like if you don't have people like sloshing beer on you, it doesn't really feel real.
It does not. No, it's
You like
so
that
hard.
stickiness?
Yeah. It's like a patina.
Well, and
you know?
it's hard to get the energy from playing live because no one's clapping, no one's cheering
Yeah.
you on.
Oh yeah, you
Like,
get nothing
there's
back.
nothing back.
Yeah.
It feels like you're playing to no one, and that's
Playing yourself
yeah.
in the screen.
Seriously, and it's really hard to keep the energy up as like a band or as a solo act when you're live streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless there's a camera crew, in which case you can just like
Well,
Go
that's
for it.
bougie, man.
It is
You got
bougie.
a
Yeah,
camera
that is
crew? What the heck?
bougie.
Damn.
so I only did 2.
So Jonathan, like,
It's
tell us your
expensive.
story. Tell everyone your story in Nashville, and like, how did you get to Nashville?
Yeah, what
How
are you
long
doing
have
here?
you been in Nashville? How do you have siblings? Like, just give
I
us the
do.
whole
I have
spiel.
2 siblings. They're both like naturally just wicked better singers than me. I just
Oh,
kept doing
really?
it. Yeah, they both girls sing like baby angels. I played guitar. I grew up in South Carolina. If you don't want to play weddings, there's not like a bumpin' music scene in South Carolina. So I was like, got to get out. I knew that if everything hit the fan, Nashville was close enough, you know, and it's a bit of a guitar town. So I wanted to move up here. I moved up here when I was 18.
How long have you been playing guitar?
I broke my hand when I was like 12 playing sports, and they're like, you need a fine motor function. My mom's a gnarly piano player, so I was like, piano's out, because she'd backseat drive me hard.
Yeah.
So we had a guitar, and so I got serious about it for that, just to get like rehab my hand.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dang.
So I guess since I was 12, seriously. I kind of like messed around before that because it was there, but
Mm-hmm. And you always play acoustic or you play electric?
oh, most of my gigs are electric.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Super
but
cool.
I had like a run of acoustic gigs. You know, when you're like playing for other people, and it's a lot of radio tours and stuff. So I love acoustic. I've developed more acoustic chops like as the years have gone on, but yeah, I was always an electric lover first.
Cool.
That's
Super cool.
awesome. What
Yeah.
was your first guitar?
Oh,
That's a good question.
this it's like it was an off-brand. The brand was called Austin, and we bought it from Star Music Company in Columbia, South Carolina.
Hey.
And where you're going to be playing this weekend with
Yeah.
your band. What's your band's name
Mara.
again?
American Gothic.
Yeah, give that a little shout out.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if you're in Columbia, South Carolina, listening on the web,
Hit me up, bro.
hit her up. Where are you playing in Columbia?
Tin Roof.
Tin Roof? Yeah,
Mhm.
dude, I love they have a Tin Roof there. Is
Yeah.
the Music Farm still there too?
I don't know
I
what
don't
that
know.
is.
That's a Columbia question.
Oh, that's
We'll
cool.
check the chat.
I'll have
But
to check that out. Yeah.
yeah,
Dang.
Tin Roof. Heck yeah. So Tin Roof tomorrow night if you're in Columbia.
Yeah. It's a
But
very good time.
yeah, it was Austin. It was like a knockoff Les Paul, which is
Okay,
funny.
cool.
That's awesome.
And now I most of the time play a real Les Paul, like a 59 reissue. It's really nerdy.
Oh,
Nice.
Vintage original
beautiful.
spec. It's like even the
Dang.
plastic's the same. It's a nerd's guitar, which is why I really jive with it.
Love
Oh,
that.
that's
Love that.
cool.
So
So-
you said you were playing as like a session guitar player for a bunch of people?
I do some sessions. I do a lot of road work
Road
for
work.
people, and then I produce like all my music. I've produced and
That's
played everything.
Awesome.
Everything on some of them, everything plus drums. On some of them, I'll call like my touring buddies to play. So like
Mhm.
my buddy Steve on bass, or my buddy Near on bass, or if it's something
Cool.
where I'm like, what I'm doing is not as cool as in my head, this song sounds gnarlier. I always
Uh-huh.
call my buddy Jeff for keys. Well, most every time, unless he's on the road, then I'll just do it myself. But
That's sick.
he's sick. He tours with Midland, so he's gnarly.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
So what's like your favorite show you've ever played?
Ever played?
Yes.
Probably the Beacon in New York. I was actually side musician. So I'll give you 2. I'll give you my favorite I played as me, and my favorite I played as a side musician.
Cool.
My favorite I played as a side musician was Jesse James Decker at the Beacon, and it was sold out, and that's like 2,200 seats or
That must have
something.
been crazy.
wow.
And that's where the Allman Brothers have sold out like 300 something times, or
Wow.
286, something like that. There's a plaque.
That must have been amazing.
Yeah, and what was crazy is like the band jammed, like we the band jammed at sound check for like 2 hours.
Oh my gosh.
And New York's like a union town where you're not supposed to, like, they'll do dark stage and like kick you off.
No way.
Allegedly. The roadies that were there, they just pulled up chairs and like hung out and then gave us high fives after we walked off.
I love that.
And it was just us like just grooving, just playing a bunch of like
That's amazing.
old school rock and coming up with stuff. And
That's amazing.
yeah, so granted that band was stacked.
Yeah.
Steve Dean, like Dane Poppin, and myself just like power trioing. And then Alex was there too, but he didn't jam that morning.
Dang.
So
That's so fun. Okay, so that's your favorite as a side player. What's your favorite that you've played under Jonathan Wyndham? Am I saying that correctly?
yeah, Wyndham.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
perfect. Like win and then dumb. Yeah,
Wyndham.
perfect. I don't know. There was this one fair, like it was like a 4th of July, and it was just packed. It was in this small town in Alabama, and then it rained, and everyone just stayed through it. And I played for like 2.5 hours or something ridiculous.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
Wow.
Or this frat party I played
Dude, frat parties
in
get
Georgia.
crazy.
Dude stage dove on the 3rd song. That was wild. I actually got called to do a
Wow.
frat party in Knoxville this fall, and I'm really stoked. I haven't done one of those in a while.
They're
He's like, it's like
so
tailgate.
fun.
We're gonna do it. And I
They're
was like,
so fun. Like frat parties are my favorite to play.
Yeah.
They're just wild.
Yeah, my solo stuff's at a much smaller venue size, so it's less like, oh, this venue was immaculate, and it's far more
Right.
like they brought the heat. Like I didn't have to
Yes.
bring any energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure as the trajectory, like as the thing goes up and I start playing bigger shows for myself, I'll
Yeah,
have
yeah.
those transcendent moments with beautiful theaters. But until
For
then,
sure.
it's just like, this dude staged up.
For sure. Okay, so we're gonna play "Give It All"
Yeah.
first. We have a couple other songs to play as well, but what's the story behind that? Give us the rundown.
Well, so we're here like kind of promoting this. We have a live show on Friday at 5th and Broadway in Nashville, and it's like a battle of the bands with the Tennessee Titans. Winner
Yeah.
gets a halftime show.
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so
That's
I mean, there's like a
sick.
prize package too, but I don't like gear's fine. But you can't buy a halftime show. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So winner gets to play at a halftime show at the last home game for the Titans, and we're like the one rock band kind of thing.
That's
There's like
sick.
a jam band. There's a soul band. They're great. And then there's one like kind of country rock band with a female lead singer. She's bad to the bone. And then there's a female country artist. And so it's kind of like, man, all the dudes who like have Tennessee Titans tattoos and also love AC/DC, like we've got to bring it for them.
Yeah.
So hence why I picked
awesome.
like kind of the hardest rockin' songs, because that's kind of what our set's going to be represented.
For sure.
So sorry.
No, do your
Is that
thing.
on like the rooftop? Can
Yeah,
you
the
give
rooftop.
people listening like a little bit, like, are there tickets? Like,
Yeah,
we want
there are
everyone
tickets.
to come
Yeah,
and
so
support
you can buy them. I mean, of course, there's like the annoyingly link in bio situation where you can go get tickets. They just posted it to the Twitch stream chat. Look at that. Go get tickets.
Hey.
Like a boss. But it's just TennesseeTitans.com/BOTB. Thank you, Alex, for crushing that like a pro. Alex makes this thing run. She's
She
awesome.
sure does.
Alex is the best.
So yeah, like that's kind of Give It All started. So I play guitar, like as my kind of day job per se. Like I tour on guitar. When you go and play a gig for money, you're hired to play. Typically, you go with all these other musicians, and there's a brotherhood, sisterhood, like family vibe to that, gig. When you get in the van after you play a country gig for money, I want that. The kind of music I make now is what we listen to in the van after we play for money.
That's
And I
awesome.
was like, you know what? If I'm gonna swing for the fences, I want it to be the kind of music we all listen to for fun.
Yeah.
And so that's where Give It All came from. I started to start a band, and then my buddies all took paying gigs or moved out of town, and they're like, dude, just release it as your own thing.
That's awesome.
And so Give It All started like that. It was just like, you know what? Like, dudes like guitar riffs, girls like relationships. I'll just keep like my music really. What I love about playing live is escapism. Like everyone has plenty of causes and things and stresses to worry about, like every day. Like we're assaulted by them. You open your phone and the news app's just blaring. Like our whole gig is, in my opinion, at least rock and roll, is to either take you out of that, make you feel 10 foot tall and bulletproof, and then there's a soul side of my music, which is like for the highs and lows, where you can just like feel empathy and feel heard.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where the whole music came from. So this is one of those 10 foot tall and bulletproof songs.
Awesome.
Cool. I'm
so
excited to
play
hear
it.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, so what kind of like music, like, would you say inspired this that you've listened to in the van?
This would probably be closely related to like a Deep Purple or Cream or AC/DC Rabbit Hole. You know what I
Sick.
mean? Maybe a little Muse in there.
Yeah.
Because the solo is very parts oriented. It just, there's so many musical inspirations that it's hard to nail down one, but that's actually what's cool, because if you have just one, it sounds derivative.
Right.
So it's kind of cool, but every song's just like a gumbo of my eclectic music taste.
Cool.
So, and they all feel good on your hands. You know what I mean? Like they feel great when you play them. They
For
feel
sure.
good when you sing them.
Nice.
That's awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and play this. Do you want to announce it?
Yeah, next up is Give It All by Jonathan Wyndham.
And you're listening to 96.7 FM YoCo. Tune in to Twitch at YoCo Nashville to see us and stick around for his live performance. Okay, what's up, Twitch?
Hello, Twitch. You got a
Hi,
compliment on
Crocs.
your hair.
Crocs
My hair?
608. Yeah.
Oh, look out. That hair is amazing. I thought he was talking about y'all. Or
No.
she. I don't know. Crocs 608.
Definitely not me.
Definitely not mine. I'm so mad about mine. We're not
Wait,
gonna
what
talk
happened?
about it. I tried to
you
diet
need-
last night.
Oh,
We're not gonna just
you
don't
need
look
some.
at it.
You need somebody.
It
Don't
doesn't look
look
bad
at
at
it.
all.
No.
My friend Mandy owns a salon. She's dope.
That's amazing. I have not been able to justify paying to get my hair done because it grows back.
It does.
It's resulted in me attempting to cut a mullet, and that didn't go very well.
Dude,
either.
mullets. They're back, man.
Yeah, don't do it yourself.
I wouldn't.
Hence
yeah.
the barrettes.
Hence the barrettes. Yeah, they're
Oh,
gonna
is
be
that-
there for a while.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
Well, if you need help, so touring for female artists, like there's always like, once it's at a certain budget, there's a hair and makeup person.
Yeah.
So I know all of them just from hanging out over
That's
touring
dope.
over the years. And
That's
Mandy
dope.
Burnett is dope.
I
She also
bet.
does Axl Rose. So
Yeah.
she can go as like from as like posh to as rock and roll as you need.
Well, I might have to hit you up for that if I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Remember when I did your makeup for a date once?
You did do that.
It looked so
That
pretty.
was so sweet. He ghosted me.
Lame
A date? I thought you meant like a show date. And I was like, oh, show
No.
makeup. No, a date.
For
He
a date
ghosted
date.
It was like 3 years ago. 2 years ago.
you? Never forget.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, text thread.
Your face looks so good.
Did he even show up that night, or did he just never talk to you after?
He did.
He showed up.
Okay.
And he paid for it, and he was very nice. And he didn't talk to me again. I'm
Aw.
a little crazy, so it's okay.
Little.
Well, wow.
Twitch,
song
if you
is
have any
sick.
questions.
Yeah, it feels nice, and we had like a full rehearsal yesterday,
Yeah.
and it's just a trio for this gig,
Oh, cool.
and it's but they're all just really disgustingly good. So I don't know, playing live is just so much fun, and when your buddies show up that you've like played country gigs with, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't have any trouble learning this," that's like the highest compliment you can get. Favorite guitarist? Dwayne Allman, Mark Knopfler, Jeff Beck after the age of 55, because I think he got a lot more tasteful. He just stopped playing random notes and started writing melodies, and then pushed the envelope. Like, I love Eric Clapton, but after the age of 40, Eric Clapton kind of like just kept doing the same thing, and Jeff Beck's just kept going. He's like in his 70s and blowing my mind.
Wow.
So, yeah, he did a record called Emotion and Commotion, where one record, each song is like, one song's rock, one song's him with a symphony. And then one, like, it's just, it'll blow your mind. I agree, Croc 608, Jeff Beck is flames. This is funny. I like this.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're about to go live again. 10 seconds. I spaced out. ADHD.
Got ADHD.
That was live on air, Bella. Thank you for that. You're listening to 96.7 YoCo. This is New Music Wednesday with CHLSY Bella, and we have our special guest, Jonathan Wyndham, here with us today.
Present.
That was that was his song "Give It All."
It was amazing.
Fantastic. I like the vibes. The vibes are lit.
It goes great with domestic beer,
Yeah.
which is really the vibe
Oh.
for Friday. You know,
What's your favorite domestic
Coors
beer?
Banquet.
Okay.
I actually fell in love with Coors at Denver, your hometown.
Yeah.
We had like our tour manager, actually in 2019, so on the Jesse tour where I was playing guitar, our tour manager had a bunch of friends in Denver. So we just happened to have every off day in Denver. And
That's
so
cool.
like but if you drink Coors from the tap there, it's like Guinness in Ireland. Like it never gets hot, so it tastes amazing.
I wouldn't put it that far. Guinness beats everything in my opinion.
I mean, Guinness is great. It's totally different beer than Coors, but Coors Banquet, I mean, Coors Light's great too. When in Rome.
Yeah. Okay, so I brought a bunch of cards.
Oh my gosh, you have the cards again.
Wait, what are the cards?
Okay, these are called loaded questions.
I
like
love
this.
I'm going to pull one for you, and you're going to answer it.
I love that you've been doing this.
Okay.
Do I get to ask y'all loaded questions too? Because this could get fun. I don't even need the
If you
cards. I
want
can
to.
just shoot from the hip.
Okay, what would you not expect a large bodybuilder to yell aloud at a gym?
Vegans rule.
Veganism.
funny.
Let's
It's
go
really
vegans.
hard to put on mass with plant protein.
Yeah.
That's just like the athlete nerd in me is just like, yeah, it's just really hard without meat.
Unless
so I
you
just-
eat a lot of like mung beans.
That sounds
have a lot of
expensive because
protein.
I've never heard of that.
There's
Sounds
a
like an import.
lot of, I don't know if you've been to Beehive, but great vegan options.
Are you
there.
guys all vegan? Did I just really pee in the soup right there?
I'm not vegan. I try to be sometimes, but it doesn't work.
I am vegan, but I also work at a steakhouse.
Yeah.
So the irony there.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, at least they know you're not
listen.
like pilfering steaks.
Yeah.
Working at a steakhouse would be really hard for me.
Yeah.
I just want to eat it all.
It's really good. I highly recommend
Alex,
it.
are you vegan? Okay. Solid. Okay, so
you
only
can insult
only
veganism all you want. Like,
no, I
go
would
for
never
it.
insult
No,
it.
you
I just would
should.
never see a bodybuilder yelling
Screaming.
that. There are some that do it vegan, but it just feels much more difficult
It's a weird,
Yeah.
yeah.
because you can't have whey protein
Yeah, you need
because
it.
whey is a food byproduct or
Oh,
an
it
animal
is?
byproduct.
I didn't
So
even know
you
that.
can only have soy protein, but you can't have a lot of soy if you're a dude bodybuilder because it'll
Oh.
change your hormone balance. Anyway,
That's
Dang.
interesting.
I've been getting whey protein in my Jamba juices. I didn't know that wasn't vegan.
looks like you're just vegetarian. You're
I'm
not
a
full
bad
on
vegan, I guess. What can you do?
It's
What
so
can
funny.
you do?
Did you know I just found out that there's a happy hour at STK and they give you
What's SDK?
Oh,
Wagyu
it's under-
burgers
it's under the
for
Terrazzo
$5.
building?
So that's what I'm gonna do.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
When is that happy hour?
It's like every day, just like 3 to 6. But
See you at SDK. Okay.
yeah,
We're going.
I just saw it on Yik Yak. Speaking of,
Saul?
it's
What is
back.
Yik Yak?
Saul?
Yik Yak
No,
is back.
No, hold on. First of all, we're coming back to the fact that you just said saw with an L in it. You saw it on Yik Yak. And second of all, we're
you
coming
know I say Saul with an L. Okay.
And
I also
second,
say egg and leg.
yeah, that's normal.
No.
Egg.
A lot of people make fun of me because I say like with too many syllables.
You're
I give up.
struggling today. Wait, also, did you have Yik Yak growing up?
What is Yik Yak?
Oh, thankfully you don't know what that is. It's the most horrible thing that ever happened to mankind. It's like an anonymous platform for your area, and so it has like a mile radius. But
Wait, so like next door, but far more passive aggressive?
yeah,
Yes.
it's
Got
mostly
it.
just kids. So
Oh, funny.
like no, when
Well,
I
now
was in
it's
high
not.
school,
with the reboot, everyone's grown up.
Wait, how old are y'all?
23.
23? 23?
I'm 22.
22? Alex, how old are you? 22? Okay, I'm 29.
So,
Man, so there was a 7-year, if you have 7 years difference, that's crazy. No Yik Yak for me.
good.
Bummer.
It's-
Well,
it
you
was
can download it.
don't
You can go be
download
the
it.
old man.
Don't
Hey, they
do
told
it.
me
And
about
the 29-year-old
burger.
on Yik Yak.
Oh
this
my gosh.
creeper.
I saw it there.
That's where you found out about the burgers on Yik Yak?
Yes, on Yik
You
Yak.
weirdo. Why are you on that?
I was on it this morning. I was bored. Okay,
Oh
it's
my
either that or
gosh.
Candy Crush, and I lost all my lives in Candy Crush. Anyways, back to Jonathan.
It's an anonymous
So-
platform. Oh yeah, we should
I
definitely
did
come
some
back to this.
stalking on you, and I saw you were on The Voice.
Yeah.
No way.
So, what made the transition from guitar to singing?
So at this point, it's funny. We were in the rehearsal studio yesterday prepping for the show, and my buddy Jordy CHLSY was in the rehearsal studio, and we were laughing because I got knocked out in the battle rounds, and he was on The Voice. We met on The Voice. Jordy and I were both on the same season, in 2014. So like eons ago, as long ago as we're different in age. You know what I mean? I was 22 when I was on it.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was joking with him. I was like, I better come out because I don't have a good record in battle rounds. And he just lost it. We both got out. I think he got out then. I don't know. Anyway,
But now you have a lifelong friend.
Yeah, I have a lot of lifelong friends. I mean, you lock a bunch of crazy musicians up in a hotel together, and it's
Yeah,
just like
that's probably
you
so fun.
quickly like dig people.
Yeah.
So honestly, it's worth that. If that's the price of admission, is you get
Yeah.
a bunch of like-minded friends, then heck yeah.
That's amazing.
That's so cool.
I ended up on The Voice because a dude spoke at my college, and my professor at MTSU, my professor Gloria Green, was like, "You need to hear Jonathan's music," and he was like, "Sure, kid," and I like emailed it to him right then, and he was like, "You should come by the studio," and then I sang for him in the studio, and I've always sang. My mom sang. Like, if we sang poorly as kids, she'd like pop us on the head and be like, "Respect your instrument." So like I've always sang well. Everyone has really good like pitch center in my family because we were just always singing, and we were singing well. And I started writing songs almost immediately upon playing guitar.
Wow.
I would actually call myself a songwriter first, and that really influences how
So
I
when
play
you were
guitar.
12.
Yeah, just really bad songs.
Well,
You
I
know?
mean, you gotta
It's
get
okay.
through those
We
together.
I don't know.
gotta
I
start
still remember
somewhere.
a couple of those though, so I guess not all bad. But have you watched the Ed Sheeran songwriter thing on Apple
No,
Apple
I
Music?
I have not.
So there's a whole documentary. His cousin, I think his cousin Murray, Murray Cummins, followed him around and videotaped everything. And Ed has this metaphor about songwriting where it's like tap in an old house, like a tap in an old house, to where at first it's just brown water and you get spurts of clean water, and those are your first good songs, and then after a while it's all clean water.
I love that.
That's
And
cool.
I think that's the best metaphor I've ever
Yeah.
heard about it. And so yeah, there are some songs I wrote growing up that are keepers, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then now I don't really throw away songs. It's killer.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, I think it's interesting because I feel like for people who aren't a songwriter, they look at it as like this gift that you have, and it's like wow, you were born with this gift, and like yeah, it's like you have a talent, but also you work so hard at it, and you have to develop that muscle. Writing is just like playing tennis, you know, like you start out and like you can't really hit the ball, but then all of a sudden like you're going to the pros, and it's like it's developing a muscle,
Yeah.
and it's like
Yeah.
your brain muscle, and so it's of course they're gonna get better as you go, you know.
Totally. But anyway, so the thing about The Voice, I went on it 2014. And what's funny is right before you go on, and I don't think this is breaking any rules, they have a guy, like you're getting recorded right before you do your blind audition, right? And they've hyped it up for weeks. And they're like recording it. And this dude asks you, what are you going to do if they don't turn? And you can't say, I don't know, I've never thought about that. Because then you look like a jerk on camera. Or at least 22-year-old me thought you couldn't say it. Now I'd be like, I'm not going to worry about that. But 22-year-old me was like, I guess I'll just go play guitar for other people. Like, I don't know. Because I'd already started making money doing that, like
Yeah.
at like 19 or whatever. And so I'd always kind of done that. And the real reason I think it took so long until like last year for me to start releasing music is I've played for a lot of people on their way ups, right? And you only get one time to call in favors, and you're only as talented as you are when the first time people meet you. And I didn't know what I wanted to say. Like I could sing, I could write songs, I could play, sure, cool. But I didn't have anything to say. Like, you know.
I mean,
and-
that takes like, I feel like probably going on the road and having those experiences.
Yeah, because if the best song wins, like look at Bob Dylan, not the world's best singer,
No.
incredible songwriter.
Incredible, yeah.
But
He
you
had a
can
lot to
look,
say.
yeah, and he was massively successful. And then times when, like Willie Nelson, quirky voice, incredible songwriter, great career. But if you look at someone like Jennifer Hudson, incredible voice, doesn't really write songs, and so she's kind of at the mercy of when she has great songs. And so she's had, you know, a couple hits, but she could have had a Dolly Parton career if she were the songwriter, because her
Yeah.
voice is that good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
So I really think it's important to have something to say, and then, you know.
Well, I think we're all still kind of on that journey of figuring out what we want to say. And even the people who have said a lot and seem like they know what they want to say still probably don't even know what they're talking about, you know? Like,
Or it's growing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Because y'all are both artists.
yeah.
So I think it's just fun, like, you know,
It's
y'all
the-
are on
yeah.
your journeys. Everyone's on that continuum together where it's like we're learning and then circles back and learning again. And
Right.
Yeah.
It's the human experience. And I like lately, my favorite thing to think about whenever I get like anxious or whatever is just no one knows what's going on. We follow all these laws made by people who had no idea what was going on. And we're all just kind
Yeah.
of like stuck in
We're
this
floating
on this
on a
little
rock.
rock in space. And we're just like floating around and no one knows what's happening. And we're all just like, everyone's taking it so seriously. And you just got to be like,
Yeah.
You know?
And there's a Galactic Federation.
And there's aliens, like
There's
everything.
aliens.
Everything.
And
We're
who
going
even
deep
came
down the
up with
rabbit hole.
peanut butter and jelly? It's so good, but how did someone come up with
Where
it?
do you where did you get
Peanut butter?
Well,
butter and
I
jelly.
feel like
That was
peanuts
what's
are
his
like
name?
the
Washington.
jelly version of peanuts.
What was the
Yeah,
guy?
but
Were
who
you
thought to put them together? I'm just saying,
Oh,
like
that's a good
everything's
The dude-
so
the
confusing.
dude came up with like 1,000 different uses for peanuts.
Uh-huh.
He was trying to get like a subsidy for
How
farmers.
did you know this?
I don't, dude.
Yeah, this is
My
crazy.
brain works like
Did you
trivia.
know?
What's his name?
I'm taking you to trivia.
It was an
then.
It was African American dude, and it was in the mid 1900s, or was it earlier? You know what I'm talking about? It's really cool because it was one of the first African American dudes to have like X number of patents.
Uh-huh.
It's really sick.
That's cool.
I forget his name.
So what were the other 999 ways?
That's a great question.
I don't know.
How?
if it wasn't peanut
I don't remember.
butter.
I only have obviously like
Face wash,
a clip.
shampoo.
Oh, George Washington Carver. Bingo.
Oh,
Look
What?
at that. Thank you, Alex. See?
Oh, I was like, where did you pull that out of? How did you know that? It was
That would have hit me at 2 a.m. if you wouldn't have looked it up. Thank you, Alex. George Washington Carver. Yeah, dude. Anyway, if you want to go down the rabbit hole on that, Wikipedia, that cat. Talented.
That is fine.
Anyway.
I will be looking that up.
Yeah.
After my Candy Crush.
After my
lives
Candy Crush.
dissipate.
Do you like Candy Crush? Is
Yes.
that your thing?
It's really good for people with
You are
anxiety.
like a 75-year-old woman. Do you knit? Are you knitting? You're
No.
playing Candy Crush?
I'm a Taurus.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Does it? Oh my god, it totally does.
I don't.
Yeah.
All of the
All
other
I do
Tauruses
is sleep.
I know also play Candy Crush.
I sleep.
Who has the
play
best smelling
Candy
hair,
Crush.
Ben? I don't know. I use my wife's shampoo like every
Ben's
other
your
man in
man.
America. So
Well, I have new eucalyptus shampoo, so
Mine smells like
possibly-
bleach.
okay, so probably the koala lover over here with eucalyptus.
Definitely.
I'm a koala.
No, koalas only eat
Koalas would
eucalyptus.
attack me.
Yeah, they do, and they kind of get high on it. So I think that's why they're so chill.
Oh,
I don't know.
that's nice.
And there you go. Koala facts.
So we've been on a long tangent, but back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
I am qualified. So
He's
just like, I
qualified
was
for
like
long
waiting. I was like, how am I gonna
tangents.
shove that in?
Wait, that was so good.
That was really good. That was fast.
That was really clever. So
So let's play his next songs, and we can get him set up and play
Just like,
some live
please
music.
stop talking about my celestial signs and play a song.
well, do you have what? Tell us the story about Wanna Know. Where did you get the inspo for that?
This is one of those songs, and what's funny is so this song's gotten used. We'll give it all too. It's in a couple video games, and like
Cool.
Wanna Know is like Madison Square Garden picked it up for their telecasts and stuff like that. It's just like a arena rock. When I wrote Wanna Know, I wanted either an opener or a closer. I tried to think about the live show, and I'm like, what would be fun? Like, what would feel so good to have? And where is a groove empty that I have? And I needed a song that just started kick, and that way you can like towel off after you're dripping sweat. You can chug a Gatorade and then you can get back at it. So it's like the perfect kind of buffer song. So it actually started like, I'm going to write an arena rock song. And then I was like,
Sick.
I came up with a riff, and it's a very kind of like a Foo Fighters meets AC/DC kind of thing where there's a lot of space in the riff, right? So you can hear the snare hit, and like it's all about that. And so that kind of happened, and then it just kind of took off. And when I write rock songs, it's kind of like you start with the riff, right? And you get kind of the idea and the thing, and then you're like, how does this make me feel? And it felt like that feeling when you're first meeting someone. I remember this feeling exactly with my wife. We went on a trip. We kind of dated, kind of played around. Every time she was working in Nashville, she'd call me and we'd go out. And one weekend, she's like, what are you doing this weekend? And I was like, I don't know. It was like 3 weeks away. And she's like, you want to go to Charleston with me? I was like, cool. And she's like, what's your middle name? And then I told her, and she booked the ticket. And we went out there, and I remember at this Mexican restaurant we went to after she picked me up off the flight, I was like, I'm not seeing anyone else. And she's like, me neither. I was like, I dig that.
That's
But
so sweet.
but that feeling I had right before that was like, there's so much hope and so much anticipation. Is like, is this cool? Is this going to work? I just want to know. I want to know I'm not wasting my time. I want it to be great. And then you're also bubbling up. to where you're like, this is the sickest thing I've ever been a part of. And, you know, and so you're kind of like, is it real? And so that's kind of how that riff made me feel. And I was like, well, I'll just write that because I'm not the only one who's ever been there.
No, I'm right there right now.
Aw.
Actually,
Aw.
I feel that. So
Yeah, well, then you probably like this song.
I'm really
hopefully.
excited to
If
hear
you don't
it.
like it, hopefully you'll like the next one. Then there
We'll
you go.
love it.
I bet we'll love it.
Money
Are you playing
back
this
guaranteed.
on Friday?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. You'll hear it and you'll be like, oh, yeah, you're going to play a Battle of the Bands with this one.
Okay.
I lost a Battle of the Band. I lost maybe 2 in high school. And because I'd always put like slow songs in it. So, and you'd always lose to like the hardcore band who just kick the door down every song. And it's like, dude, it's 15 minutes. Like, keep their blood pressure up. Like,
Yeah.
let's go.
For
Yeah.
sure. Oh, I'm excited. Okay.
Anyway, here you go.
This is Wanna Know by Jonathan Wyndham. You're listening to 96.7 FM. This is New Music Wednesday with Chelsea and
Bella.
Bella. Stick around. Jonathan's going to perform for us live.
Show is.
So, yeah, stick around. Yeah, bye.
I was gonna sing the ADHD thing again. Just as a closer. I got ADHD.
Is that your song? New
No.
single?
No.
Her song.
No, that song never came out.
Oh.
But I like that you know that song.
This song also makes me think of like there's a Gene Simmons quote who's from Kiss. And he says, good rock and roll is borrowed chest hair. Makes a 14-year-old feel like they're just like stacked. Then maybe that's kind of a guy joke, but it's just funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, maybe let's get you set up because
Heck yeah.
it's 5:06 and then it'll turn into the Jonathan Wyndham show.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Basically,
you
a
can do
little
whatever you
writer's
want.
round, play whatever you feel like. We'll play this song and we'll let it play through Keep Our Love Alive.
Oh, yeah?
That's cool.
Yeah. Just directly after this song?
Is that okay?
Sure. I mean, you want to prep it? That song's not even out yet.
Oh, it's not?
No. Keep Our
Okay.
Love Alive, yeah.
Then we're going to wait on that one until the end.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Y'all will be the
let's-
first ones to hear it outside of like my wife. I actually just finished the album art. Y'all want to see this?
Yes?
This is sick. Because we've been balling on a budget, so my Photoshop skills have just had to get better. Which I feel like is every independent artist like thing.
Yeah.
You know, you just like
Photoshop.
you either figure it out or you don't. But there you go.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I love that. Who's the graphic designer?
Oh, I did it.
Oh my god.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's got like
I love
who
it.
did everything on it.
That's sick.
So cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, it's a lot. I mean, it works a lot like Pro Tools, so
Yeah.
it's like the same thing.
It is a lot. Okay, let's
It
get
is.
you set up.
You
We
can
have
do
2 minutes and 44 seconds before you go on.
Ben's question. Ben.
Ben.
Keep asking questions if you want to know more. He said, I'd borrow your chest hair. I don't know who you're talking about. Surely it's not me.
Oh, also
Yeah, you
Alex.
just get a mystery bucket. Like, whose chest hair do you get?
Yeah, Ben, whose chest hair are you talking about?
Like a
Abundance is coming. I deserve it and I accept it.
I love that.
I don't know. I just got a notification. I've been very anxious lately, so I downloaded an app that sends me affirmations to say every day. And that was the one I just got.
That's cute.
Abundance is coming. I deserve it and I accept it. Abundance is coming. I deserve it and I accept it.
You deserve it and accept it. I got a notification. My friends texted me. They said, they're listening. They said, Candy Crush and Yik Yak. That's so weird.
Yes, exactly.
That is so me, though. Like, I have a problem. I stay up till 1 a.m. playing Candy Crush. And then I
Bella.
wake up at 8 and then play it for an hour every morning.
You're crazy person.
And forget that I have to go to work.
Yeah, this song is awesome.
I love this song. I was listening to it on the way here. Yeah.
Okay, well, we got 1 minute and 5, and then we'll be live.
Ben's comment. Ben Wilms, 18. Rock and roll is borrowed chest hair. I'd borrow Jonathan. Don't you have enough, Ben? He's
Spencer
boyfriend.
Can friend.
Oh no, let me turn it on. Oh my gosh.
Miss Audio Engineer over here.
Yeah.
Can you hear yourself?
Ben's your boyfriend?
Yes, he is.
Nice. Sweet Chan Chan's a writer.
Yep.
Tell him work that calendar. I love Chandler.
Oh. 14.
I remember.
Oh yeah, it's your song.
When you produce it, you listen to it like 1,000 times. So.
You're listening to 96.7 FM YoCo. This is New Music Wednesday with Chelsea and Bella. And we have Jonathan Wyndham here with us. He's about to do a live performance. And this is going to turn into the Jonathan Wyndham Show. So take it away. Play whatever you want. Talk about whatever you want. It's your show now.
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, what do you guys want to hear? You keep it up, or you want like something soul, or what are y'all into?
Ooh.
Yeah,
soul.
do
A
whatever
little something,
you're
I want to
feeling.
play anything. You can play
Yeah.
I'll give you a sneak peek. This
Heck
one's
yeah.
unreleased, but it's
rad.
good. Is the guitar on? Oh, I love this song. Sitting here in your driveway, all alone in my car. Your shampoo's on the floorboard, about as low as my heart. Is there anything left of us? Is there anything left? How could you walk away from us? How could you throw away our trust? I gave you my heart, then you took it and broke it to 1,000,000 pieces and left me to pick them up. Ooh. What happened to us? Sitting here in my bedroom, praying you'll come on my phone. But I'm too scared to call you, 'cause what if you're not alone? Is there anything left of us? Is there anything left? How could you walk away from us? And how could you throw away our trust? I gave you my heart, then you took it and broke it to 1,000,000 pieces and left me to pick them up. Ooh. What happened to us? Was I not the man you thought I'd be? Did you fall in love with the thought of me? Was it ever more than a dream? How could you walk away from us? And how could you throw away our trust? I gave you my heart, then you took it and broke it to 1,000,000 pieces and left me to pick them up. What happened to us? Yeah.
I'm like crying over here. That was the most
I knew
beautiful
it.
thing I've ever
so-
I was like, you girls
so-
probably aren't really
that
the
was-
rock type, but
that
I got
was
you.
So
I got you
beautiful.
with this one.
so gorgeous.
Earlier, you said your sisters have a better
Oh my
voice than you. I
gosh,
find that hard to believe.
No,
I
they're
can't-
really wicked
I find
good.
that
I'm
hard to believe.
speechless.
They just don't like do it for a living. One's a nurse and one is well, I guess Elizabeth does video and audio engineering.
Wow.
She's just too humble. She doesn't like the hoopla. You know?
So is that song out? Because I need.
That's not
it.
yet. No.
When are you
What?
going to release it?
What?
I guess I'm gonna now.
I need
now I
that
have to put it
song.
on.
You
the-
have to release that.
I'm putting out a full record later this year
Oh,
of everything I
good.
released last year,
Ooh.
and then more stuff. And now I've got to add that, so that'll be
Please-
18 tracks long
Please
now.
add that
so.
song. That is.
So-
But I've already written
yeah.
the second
Beautiful.
record too, so I'm like, I got to get it out. I'm overflowing
Oh my
with
gosh.
songs. It's like it'll just be good. I just love writing songs.
Yeah.
Songs are fun, man.
Songs
are.
are healing too, and so I feel like you need to put them out because songs like that could really heal and help a lot of people.
Yeah, no, I mean, I wrote that song in a. It's technically a co-write because I was hanging out with my friend Alyssa and she was going through a really rough breakup, and we'd been writing songs and she's a songwriter, and that song just fell out of the guitar while she was telling me the whole story, and I was
Wow.
like, well, it's your story. I just kind of pinned it, so like, we just go halvesies on it.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I mean, she was like, and it hit right on, you know, because it's just like, you go over just to give something back, just in hopes to talk to him again. Like, that's just so brutal. It's like that moment of desperation that you never want to tell yourself you actually did, but it happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Wow.
Sorry to put a
That's
damper on it. We
I'm
can-
so fragile right now.
I'm
And
crying
that
in the
just-
club.
That hit me differently.
It just
Um,
it's so deep.
But
Love you too,
please
Ben.
Take it away. Continue with your beautiful
Ben's-
words.
Oh, thank you,
Ben's
Ellie.
like, I'm gonna have Chandler put you on my calendar. I would write with you, Ben. If you're one of Chan's, I'd do it. What do you guys want to hear? Something up so you don't weep? Whatever you want. You guys are into it now. I'll give you guys an up. Well, I don't know. It just feels so good, Lau. I'll go up. I'll go up. So, let's see. I thought it was love when it wasn't. How could I be so naive? I thought it was love when it wasn't. How could I let you do this to me? It's hard to pretend that I could want this to end. I can't fight all the ways that I feel. Yeah, I thought this was real the whole time. Was it all just a lie? I thought it was love when it wasn't. How could I be so naive? I thought it was love when it wasn't. How could I let you do this to me? I don't care what you say. I know I'm not what you want, and that's fine. I thought we had a chance. I never thought I was wasting my time. Was it all just a lie? I thought it was love when it wasn't. How could I be so naive? I thought it was love when it wasn't. How could I let you do this to me? I thought it was love when it wasn't. How could I be so naive? I thought it was love when it wasn't. How could I let you do this to me. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's hard to play sitting down. It's so much fun.
Killed it on the guitar, man.
Yeah.
What
You should
the
see it when you
heck?
can bend strings. You can't really bend acoustic
Oh
strings.
my god.
Yeah, but you did it.
That was.
Yeah, but you did that.
I'm glad I got to witness that moment. Oh my god, that was beautiful.
That was amazing.
That was. Oh my gosh, what a gorgeous song. Well, let's have you play one more
One more? What do you want to hear?
live. Ooh. And then we'll talk about your song that hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, you guys get a little preview.
Yeah.
What do you want to hear?
Your favorite song.
Yeah, your
My
favorite that you've
song
ever written.
that I've ever written?
Yes.
Or what? I mean, play whatever you want. Your favorite song.
Yeah, it's your show.
It can be whatever.
I don't
you
even know
written.
what my favorite song I've ever written is. That's so hard. I love songs.
It's like picking a favorite child.
Kind of. It's different, but I don't know. I started writing on piano last year because I was like, if I'm going to be off the road for a year, I'm going to learn a new instrument. So I started writing on piano. So there's a lot of songs I've written that are like on piano that are kind of my favorite right now just because it's different. You know, it's like a
Yeah.
different medium. It's like you
Yeah.
started painting in watercolors. You know, like watercolors are so dope. You know, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. But guitar is like such a love. Let me think. Up or down or in the middle? Okay, I'll play you the song that started the whole, like, I'm going to do a solo artist thing.
Yes. Play
Yes.
that.
That's awesome.
I've been playing it cool. Wow, you've been breaking my rules. It's like you knew I was yours from the start. Oh, I gave you an inch, but the mile was my heart. I'm just somebody's fool. That somebody's you. Just somebody's fool. That somebody's you. That somebody's you. Well, you've been playing your games. Oh, and I've been too easily played. Oh, it's like you knew I was yours from the start. Oh, I gave you an inch when the mile was my heart. I'm just somebody's fool. That somebody's you. Just somebody's fool. That somebody's you. And a taste of life I never known. And there's nothing that I wouldn't do not to see you go. I'm somebody's fool. That somebody's you. Somebody's fool. That somebody's you. That somebody's you. That somebody's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Jonathan Wyndham live in the studio at YoCo Nashville.
Yeah.
Been playing some of his songs.
Yeah, shove a key change in there.
Yeah,
Love
that
the
key change
Love
was
the key change.
chef's
Yeah. Chef's
Chef's
kiss.
kiss. Dude, if you're ever in a writing round and you're writing a song, one of my favorite ways to change keys, and I've never done it on a song yet, is like a 4/5. It's like the Stevie Wonder chord. You know, so if
Yeah.
you're like, and you
yeah,
can
for
totally
sure.
just jump up a
Oh.
whole step.
That's
So if
so
you're listening
cool.
and
I
writing
like it.
songs, let that be a problem solver for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Yes.
it has been such a pleasure having you in the studio. You are so fantastic. I am completely blown away
So
by your
talented.
talent.
I thought you were gonna suck.
No, I
No.
just you were
No, I'm
just
just
you
picking.
absolutely are fantastic, and I am so excited for Battle of the Bands on Friday for you.
Oh, it's just gonna be fun. It's like it's funny that it takes a competition kind of thing to get this many people out at an event, but whatever it is, like
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be playing on a rooftop. Yeah, I mean I haven't played like a live audience show since I started releasing music because of the daggum pandemic.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm very excited for you. It's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah.
And, before we leave here, we're gonna play your song "Keep Our Love Alive."
Oh,
You
this is
haven't
okay.
released
So this comes out in like I think 2 weeks from Friday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. This
Do you
is
have a
a-
pre-save link?
say what?
Sorry. Do you have
I-
a pre-save link?
Yeah, there's a pre-save link in my bio.
Okay,
You
go
like that?
click his bio.
Insta.
Yeah. What is your socials? Shout it out.
Jonathan Wyndham.
How do you spell that?
It's like Joe Nathan with no E. Jonathan. And then Wyndham, it's a pretty British spelling. So Wyndham. So there you go.
It's like the hotels.
It is.
Yeah.
Believe it or
Wyndham
not,
Hotels.
they just picked the name because it sounded regal.
Ah.
Because
Oh.
and we ain't barons of much.
Because I heard your name.
My
They're
family's
like,
from a
we're
swamp,
making our
yeah.
hotels.
Okay, so tell us about Keep Our Love Alive.
This is I'm sure a lot of people wrote songs last year. Having something like 2020 happen, and my wife's company that she was working with, she sells wine for a living.
Cool.
Ooh.
COVID put a bullet in the startup she was working for, so she was out of a job. I had no income from like touring, which had been my main income, and my only concern was I just really don't want this to ruin our marriage. All I want to do is keep our love alive. And that was it was a beautiful thing because you come out of it and you're like, yeah, it may be the hardest year we've ever been through, but we're stronger on this side of it. Like,
Yeah.
and that's all you can ever ask for in a marriage. Like literally, you're going to grow, just grow together.
Right.
So
And it takes work, and like that's the beauty of it.
it takes, for lack of a better term, it just takes give a damn.
Yeah.
Like the best wedding advice I got, or marriage advice was from my buddy Ray, who's in his 70s. And he was like, people grow. He's like, this whole like irreconcilable differences. He's like, that's just people being lazy. Like
Yeah.
you're either going to grow together or you're going to grow apart. So your choice. Like if you want to have a marriage that lasts, like care.
That
and
is
it was-
really good advice.
Yeah. It was just like sick. Like, oh, sick. Like that's your secret. You've been married, 50 years. Party on. Thanks, Ray.
That's
You know,
awesome.
So that was my whole concern last year, and lo and behold, it worked. But this song kind of came out of it, and it's just kind of like in this one, you can definitely hear the California, like Eagles,
Cool.
like influence, that whole singer-songwriter thing, everything that happened at Asylum under David Geffen, who started that and had that whole like, that whole California scene. So I don't know how much of a nerd you are in the history of that, but that whole singer-songwriter thing, the Jackson Browne, like the, it's just, you can hear it there.
Cool.
So anyway,
Cool. I'm
keep our love
excited
alive.
to hear it.
Think you'll like it.
And thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for having me.
It's been so fun. You're
Yeah.
amazing.
You
Aside
got
from
good
me-
vibes. I'm surprised you're not a crystal person because you got good energies,
Yeah.
man. Good vibes.
Oh man, if only all that stuff didn't go straight over my head.
Crystals will only
You guys
help
were like,
now.
I'm a Taurus, and I was like, I don't know what that means.
It's your zodiac sign.
Yeah. What month were you born?
January, Cinco
What,
de
beginning?
January, frozen margaritas.
Oh, that's my mom's birthday. You're
Is
a
it really?
Capricorn.
Hey mom,
Yeah.
what's your mom's first name?
Teresa?
Teresa?
Teresa.
Teresa? That's a
she's
great
Spanish.
baby boomer mom name. Is she really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Teresa.
Teresa. Anyways, this is Jonathan Wyndham. Keep our love alive. You're listening to 96.7 FM. Thanks for coming on the show.
Bye-bye. Thanks for having me.
I feel rich, but I know calling, but I don't know what for. They know the score. Bills build up like little white lies, a mountain of doubt that I can't even hide behind. It's in my eyes. I wanna know how to keep on. I wanna know how to keep on. I wanna know how to keep our love alive. We're knocked down, but we're not out. Just keep pushing to find another way out, a way around. Plans fall apart, people get pissed, business is closed, and grown-up problems are thrown on kids. I wanna know how to keep on. Yeah, I wanna know how to keep on. I wanna know how to keep our love alive. If it fell apart tonight and we stood together in the smoldering ash of our lives, I wouldn't give up. No, this love